In 618, the Tang Dynasty, the most prosperous and powerful dynasty in Chinese history, was founded. Chang'an, a city in Shaanxi province now known as Xian, was designated the capital city. The Tang Dynasty marked an important era in the long history of China. Eight years later, in 626, a coup d'etat was secretly planned near Xuanwu Gate in Chang'an.
大哥，不能再犹豫了。
我想，秦王不会今天下手，等进宫见过父亲，再做决定。
大哥，情形不对。
The coup lasted just a few hours. At dawn, on June 4th, Prince Li Shimin, the second son of the emperor, murdered his own brothers to usurp the highest position in the empire. The coup was a great turning point in Tang history. It cleared the way for the emergence of a historically significant emperor and an imperial palace unprecedented in its grandeur. In the wake of the coup, the founding emperor, Li Yuan, abdicated the throne. His son, Li Shimin, ascended as Emperor Taizong. In 630, the nomadic groups in northern China accepted Tang rule and revered Taizong as the heavenly Khan. It was rare in Chinese history for nomadic tribes to hold the Chinese emperor in such high esteem and respect. Under the reign of Taizong, the empire embarked on the road towards prosperity. But the prosperity could not cover the crack in the relationship between father and son. In retirement, Li Yuan washed his hands of political affairs. According to historical records, he was unhappy in his late years. He did nothing but indulge himself in playing the pipa. Taizong fought courageously to establish the dynasty. He made remarkable achievements while running the empire. However, he felt uneasy about the thought of his father. He wanted to be a perfect emperor, the great helmsman of the empire, as well as a devout son. However, when Taizong left the city to escape the summer heat in 632, his father refused to follow him. In 582, the Shui Empire had established its capital in Chang'an. In accordance with ancient astrological principles, they built the Taizong Palace in the central section of North Chang'an. When the Tang took over, they continued to use the Taizong Palace. The palace was beautifully designed, but sat at a lower elevation. The summers were damp at Taizong Palace. Years of battle had left Emperor Taizong with physical ailments sensitive to the weather. He left during the summers to a cooler climate. One of Taizong's summer resorts was Jiucheng Palace, 150 kilometers west of Chang'an, and built during the Shui Dynasty. According to historical records, the founding Shui emperor died there unexpectedly. He was rumored to have been assassinated by his son, Yang Guang, who later became Emperor Yang Di. The story of the coup d'etat pained Li Yuan. Relations had become hostile and violent among siblings, and even between father and son, all in the name of power. Li Yuan couldn't bear the pain and betrayal that Jiucheng Palace had witnessed during the power struggle. He refused to go with Taizong. An official named Ma Zhou suggested that a summer palace be built in Chang'an for the former emperor, and a proclamation be made throughout the country to show the sitting ruler's respect for his father. The higher elevation in northeastern Chang'an was selected as the site of the palace. Craftsmen gathered there by decree of Taizong. The palace was named Yong'an, but was later changed to Daming, meaning great brightness. However, just a few months after construction started, Li Yuan passed away. Construction came to a halt. In Chinese history, Taizong was known as a perfect emperor. During his 23-year reign, he remained open-minded and appointed only competent officials, and succeeded in improving the nation's strength and security. Families lived in orderly peace, without the fear of robbers or violence. Taizong's ruling style was hailed as a model for future rulers. In 649, 50-year-old Taizong fell seriously ill. He was attended to by Crown Prince Li Zhi. No one expected that this woman would become so closely related to the Ming Palace that she would eventually rule the Tang Empire for half a century.
你是武才人。
回禀太子殿下，我叫媚娘。
No one expected that this woman would become so closely related to the Ming Palace that she would one day eventually rule the Tang Empire for half a century. Emperor Taizong died in the summer of 649. As his concubine, Wu Zetian was moved to a temple northwest of Chang'an to live out the rest of her days. The lonely Wu Zetian wrote verses to express her sorrow. Absent-minded, I mistake red for green. I am haggard because I miss you so much. If you don't believe I shed tears for you, open my trunk and you'll see the tear stains on my dress. Wu Zetian hoped the verses which found their way to Taizong Palace would change her fate. Shortly after Taizong's death, Wu Zetian was brought back to the palace. The crown prince had already been enthroned as Emperor Gaojun, but Li Zhi found himself unable to forget the woman who had belonged to his father. In 655, the former concubine became the new empress. She was an extraordinary woman in Chinese history, possessing a combination of beauty, wisdom, and courage. Her insatiable hunger for power was what held her above all others. The fates had destined her to become the most powerful woman in the history of China. According to historical books, Emperor Gaozong suffered from arthritis and was in poor health. He could no longer live in the damp Taizong Palace. The Tang Empire, which was little over half a century old, needed a more magnificent palace to reflect its increasing prosperity and strength.
I'm now here with Zhu Bing. Doctor, hi, how are you?
Yeah, how are you? Yeah,
nice to
fine.
see you. Thank you for taking a moment to speak with us. You're a special representative of the Mayor of Xian Municipal Government in People's Republic of China. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're here for a very special reason. And the Ming Palace for a documentary and for the Heritage Park, which is quite exciting. Tell us about the park.
Our Heritage Park is different from the New York Central Park, but it is also different from other heritage. I mean the pure heritage. Yeah. The Daming Palace Heritage Park makes it the heritage, relax, protection, and the Central Park together. Yeah, and Daming Palace Heritage Park covers the same size land, just as New York Square does. Yeah, so I think maybe Daming Palace Heritage Park is a great heritage park, just as New York Central Park and the Roma Old City.
Wilson Yo Quan Wang. Hi, Mr. Wang. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good friend.
You know, we're here. Good friend now. We're celebrating the UN premiere of the Daming Palace DVD and movie, and what a great celebration. And I know you were instrumental in bringing this here to the United Nations to announce the Heritage Park. And tell us how you feel the event went today.
Yeah, it's a great event. It's a great success. I'm so happy. Although I'm not a key role in the platform, but I have been worked for this program. more than 20 days, every day and night, because I was in Xian, China. New York, Xian, the time, just opposite, 12. I mean, midnight and daylight. So I'm so happy, excited. Yeah.
You are what they say, the behind-the-scenes guy who gets the job done.
Yeah, because I have such experience. I mean, studied in Philadelphia for some time, and know China well because I'm a Chinese. I mean, I'm most life there.
Right.
So I can have as a bridge, good communication with both sides.
Everybody seemed very happy here today with the Tang Dynasty, the fashion show.
Yeah.
And the movie and some of the speeches, and you personally are passionate about this heritage park, how important it is for the city.
Yeah, as the event explained many times, this city is the ancient city. I mean, not only the heritage, also the people with a lot of culture. I mean, Tang Dynasty culture, and it's really different from the other cities, even in China. So I hope the park is really a big park in the urban area in Xi'an. It will be the new center of Xi'an in the future.